Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to Tembon Wells. I'm back with another video. Behind me is the Honda Ballade that I've been owning for over a year right now. So I thought it is best if I give you my ownership experience of this vehicle. Probably there's some people who are looking for cars like this ones in the market, and this video is for you. Please don't forget to like this video. Comment in the comment section, share your opinion on whatever that I'm gonna say in the video, ask questions, I'll be happy to respond to you. And also share this video to people whom you know that they probably want to buy a car that they're not going to spend a lot of money, a car that is going to be reliable and cheap at the same time. And also don't forget to subscribe. Let's subscribe and get to 4,000 subscribers before the end of this year. And I've got an announcement. So I'm gonna be giving a voucher of about 500 rands to one lucky subscriber. It's a Christmas voucher, so somewhere around the 25th of December. So let's get to 4,000 subscribers before the 25th of December. In this video, I'll tell you about why I bought this car at first of all the cars that are existing in the market, and also why I did not go for the car that I love the most, which is a Polo GTI. I guess if you've been following the channel for some time, you should know that by now. And then we're also going to look at how its reliability, the issues that we've encountered with the vehicle, service-wise, fuel consumption, because that is the most important thing when you're buying a car, and also stuff to do with maintenance in the form of breakdowns, brake pads, tires, and all other things that are happening in a car. So this is one of those cars that you'll have to explain to people why you bought it, because people do not really understand why would you drive a grandfather's car at a very young age. I mean, Honda is one of those brands that are mostly driven by grandfathers and all these old people. So there's not really a young person out there who's probably looking forward to buying a Honda and owning a Honda as their long-term vehicle. So I did really understand why people were asking me such questions, but then I was glad to always respond to those questions because I understood what I was doing, and even today I still understand what I'm doing. So with this car, when I bought it, I was not really looking for a Honda Ballade specifically. I was looking for a car that was going to be reliable, very cheap to maintain, and also just a car that is not going to give me issues at any point. Till I reach a point where now I'm able to buy the car that I really want, a car that is going to satisfy all my needs, and just a car that is going to make me happy every day. So not to say this one doesn't make me happy every day, but then it's not really a car that I bought with the intention of having fun, keeping the car, doing 1, 2, 3 with the car. I just needed transport. So that is the first reason why I bought the car. I just wanted something from A to B. Even if I was to drive a Picanto, I would have no problem at all. So that is the reason why I bought this car. I did not really want any proper machine at the time, GTI, BMW 3 Series, or anything of that sort. I just wanted myself something that was going to be reliable to take me from point A to B. So that is the first reason why I bought this car. Second to that is the budget. The budget was not really that budgeting well, but then I was like, in this instance, I don't want to drive a car like a Picanto, quite small, because the budget is not really agreeing. I better go for a pre-owned car that is bigger, has decent performance and all of that. So by the way, this car is powered by a 1.5 liter natural aspirated engine, 85 kilowatts, and I think 145 Newton meters of torque. And then it is paired with a CVT transmission. Not really the best that you can get out there, but then it really gets the job done. So that is what I like about the car. So now let's talk about maintenance on this vehicle. So I've done about 3 services now, and I'm almost due for the 4th one. So this is the breakdown. I've done service at 60,000 kilometers. which was the time at which the service plan was finishing. I did not extend it because for me it felt like I'm really not gonna benefit from the motor plan or whatever service plan that I get to buy because I'm gonna exhaust it quicker. Already I've done 2 more services after the 60,000 and I'm due for the third one. So I did it at 60,000 kilometers, 75,000 kilometers, and 90,000 kilometers. And I'll also give you a breakdown of how much it costed for the 2 services and where I've done the services. And then this one is the 4th one that I'm due for, and I'm gonna do it at Bosch. And I've done the 90,000 service at Bosch as well. And I'll tell you why I did it at Bosch. The 75,000 one, I've done it at Honda. So the reason why I've done it at Honda is that it was cheaper. So yeah, I paid something like 1.7 for a minor service. I know it's a lot of money. I could have paid less. I'm aware of that, but it was best that I just do it at Honda. And for the fact that I'm not really paying a lot of money for this car, I can't be lazy to pay 1.7 for a service at Honda. So the reason why I did not take my car for service at Honda at 90,000 kilometers, they wanted something like 11,000. I was like, okay. Just give me a quotation of what exactly you're gonna do on the car. I'll take it to Bosch and see if they can do it for me and see if they can do it for a lesser price. And yes, I've taken it to Bosch. They've done service on this car for 5,200 rands. So that is the amount that I paid at Bosch for the 90,000 kilometers service. And then now I'm due for 105, which is basically a minor service. And they said to me they want something like 2.1. I'll refer to my emails. I'll check the quotation and put it up for you to see. So, but then in terms of mechanical breakdown, so I've never had any mechanical breakdown here. I can just show you what I've actually replaced on this car. So the battery is not the one that came with the car. As you can see, it's a Willard battery. So usually cars don't come with the Willard battery. So this is what you buy for yourself in most cases. And then coming down here, this cap once broke. I don't know if the guys have put too much of the coolant in here, and then maybe the pressure was too much and then the cap broke. So I bought the cap, this one. I'll actually see if I've got a clip of me putting it back. Replacing it, putting the new one, which is this one that you're seeing here. I'll put it on the screen if I do find the clip. I hope I still have the clip. And then what else have I changed on the car? Nothing. Just spark plugs, which are part of service. The air filter over there, and the brake fluids. Yeah, all these things, coolants and everything, which are part of service, by the way. So that is with regards to maintenance when it comes to the engine bay. So there's not really much maintenance that you can do on a Honda. Hondas do not break down. I know with the thumbnail, I'm just gonna put it like this so that it gives vibe of a broken car, but the car is not broken. Hondas never break, bruh. So even Toyotas are very strong and immortal, but then Hondas really take the cup. I need to put the camera down before I close here because I need to hold this and put this back. The hydraulic thing just works best. Now, one other thing that I've actually changed a lot is the tires. Yo guys, our roads have got potholes, quite a lot of potholes. Like sometimes if it's not potholes, people put some sharp objects on the road. You just step on the sharp object and then it messes up your day. So this tire, as you can see, it is still very, very new. I don't know if you can see how deep my finger went here. So the tire is still very new. And then coming this side, also this tire, I got it this year, but then this is a different brand from all the other 3 tires. And when I got this tire, I was very desperate for a tire because the other tire that I had on the car had bubbles, and those kind of bubbles on the tire. It was still fresh, but then it had bubbles, so at any time when I'm driving on the freeway, it was just gonna burst, and that is not actually good. You must look after yourself. So your safety on the road also depends on these things. So I've actually changed this tire as well, so it is still fairly new as well. I changed it this year somewhere around May. So yesterday I hit a pothole and the tire was chowed, so there was nothing I could do to the tire, and it was chowed somewhere at this point. And if the tire is chowed somewhere here at this part, like this part, there's nothing you can do. It's unlike this side where you can just get those guys at a filling station, they fix it for you, or any guys that that deal with tires, they can actually sort it out. But here on this part, it's very difficult to repair a tire there. Well, not really difficult, but it is impossible. I don't know if others have other techniques they use to sort out tires. So this is the tire that I put today on the 8th of November 2025. My heart is paining, guys. And to think of it, I just had another puncture on the N1 the previous weekend, and I bought a new tire. So let me just show you which tire I'm referring to. So this is what I bought today, and this is another tire that I bought the previous weekend. So 7 days later, I'm back at buying another tire. So that is what car ownership comes with, guys. So just before I forget, I once fitted some brake pads in front. So this car only puts brake pads in front. At the back, it uses a drum. So I fitted them at IQ, and they were not blending well with the disc. They were making some weird sounds. And whenever I put my foot on the brake, even when I'm moving at low speeds, the sound was terrible, and it felt like the brakes are finishing, but they were not finishing, and they were chowing my disc. I don't know if it is the material. The material was too hard for the disc. So I then decided to go to Honda and get some new brake pads, which costed roughly around, I think, 1.5 if I'm not mistaken, and they were discounted at the time. So the brake pads were quite expensive at Honda. So I did understand at the end of the day, because I wanted something that was not really going to give me issues at all. So I paid the price and then put the brake pads at high Q. So usually I buy these things and go fit them at high Q. I think I still have the brake pads. Let me just put the car off. So these are the pads that I had bought at the time and fitted. You can see that the pads were still there. Like they were still going to push me for a couple of kilometers, but they were so terrible. So usually when you do the brake pads, you must do the disc as well. And I'd changed the disc as well at some point. I forgot how much it costed, but I think somewhere around 2,000 something. That is the price that I paid for the disc. And I did that at HiQ because I always trusted that at HiQ they'll give me the best service, best products, also trying to cut costs, because Honda was going to quote me a whole 5,000 for the disc as well as the brake pads. So that is why I was trying to avoid Honda, because, hey, they make sure. So if there's one thing I hate about the rainy season, is that just after washing your car, it might actually just rain. Look how clean the car is, but it might actually start raining at any point from now. So this is still a decent car. I really like the car. It is a car that is too reliable, You can't break this car. I've actually tried to push this car to the limit at some point, but believe me, there is nothing that you can do to the IV Tech engines that are put in these cars. So if you really want a car that is not going to bother you, you are not a person of Polo GTIs, Golfs, BMWs, you just want yourself a car that is reliable, that you're going to pay less in terms of maintenance, this is the car that you can go for. I highly, highly recommend that you go for this car. But I, for one, I'm not a fan of the CVT transmissions, but you should not be bothered by the CVT transmission because there's quite a lot of cars that come with these CVTs. I don't know if the owners are not aware that they come with the CVTs, but then they are driving the cars on a daily basis, and all those people are hip with their cars. These are cars like the Corolla Cross, Corolla Sedan, Corolla Hatchback. The Nissan Magnite also comes with a CVT. We also have the recently launched MG3, which is a Chinese hatchback, comes with a CVT as well. And then you also have which other brand? Honda. All of them are CVTs. Majority of them, not all though. Which brand is it that I wanted to talk about? Yes, the Omoda C5. The Omoda C5 also comes with a CVT transmission. The Cherry Tiggo 4 Pro comes with a CVT as well. So the problem about driving a sedan nowadays, if it is not a BMW, an Audi or Mercedes-Benz, people just think that you're an Uber. So I always get that when I'm driving this kind. I always have to say, no, I'm not doing those e-hailing things. So you always have to explain yourself whether you are in the Uber business or not. But then I don't do Uber. So yeah, I've driven the car for quite some time, and most of the time I was doing long distance drives. So that is why the mileage has been skyrocketing. But it is a car, it is meant to be driven, and the car is healthy. It's very, very, very much healthy. There is nothing that is problematic on this car, well maintained. So guys, the purpose of this video is not to give you my ownership experience of this car only, but to also show you that if you're really someone who wants to have a car and you are somehow concerned about your budget, I'm gonna teach you how to budget for your car. So if you want a car that you can pay 5,000, you must look for cars at least below 250,000. So every 1,000 on the 250,000 is going to account for 1,000 in installments. So what I mean is that every 50,000 you pay 1,000. So if a car is costing 250,000, you're gonna pay something like 5,000 because there's 5 of the 50,000 in 250,000. I don't know if I make sense, but I guess that is the reason why I'm not a teacher today. I'm kidding, guys. So with regards to fuel consumption, on the highway, you will average somewhere less than 6 liters per 100 kilometers. And with town driving, you can just be somewhere around 6.4 liters per 100 kilometers. So that is my fuel consumption in most cases. If it gets worse because of town driving, I think it really goes somewhere closer to 7 liters per 100 kilometers. But it is not really a car that is consuming a lot of petrol. It is just also dependent on how I drive at certain times. If there is something that you wish to know and I did not talk about it in the video, please do not hesitate to ask me in the comment section. I will respond to you. And please don't forget to subscribe. Remember, I'm giving away 500 rands cash to one lucky subscriber. So the only requirement is if we get to 4,000 subscribers before Christmas. So someone on Christmas will enjoy the 500 rands cash. Thank you for watching. Till we see each other in the next video.